Howdy, playa. Do you enjoy falling off your roof? Are you tired of women? We've got you covered. Tired of your arm? We'll deal with that. Why stop at one? Ever ask yourself, hey, there's not enough moral dilemmas in my life? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then stay away from me. And play Lisa the Painful today. Released in December 2014, developed by Dingaling Productions, aka Austin Jorgensen. Lisa the Painful, the much-awaited sequel to Mother 2, affectionately referred to as Earthbound by the Gaijins. In this installment, we see the Mother franchise leave the Super Nintendo for the critically acclaimed RPG Maker engine. This change sparked outrage from the Nintendo Mafia benefactors, so funding was cut. And to prevent them from cutting his fingers, Jorgensen turned to Kickstarter for the $7,000 he needed. The result was more than double his asking price. Before we jump into the painful, there is a prerequisite. Lisa the First. Released 2 years earlier as freeware, the first serves as an introduction to Olith, the game's world, and the game's lore. Let's just boot it up. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's, wait, maybe this'll help. Alright, let's try it. What's this? This little guy? What's, oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. With that, we are ready for the story. In The Painful, you play as Brad Armstrong, a former martial artist and current victim of child abuse, in a world that formerly had women, after something called the Flash happened and they all disappeared. You want to know more about the Flash? Asked Nern. You must be thinking, what's the issue? That must be paradise. Wrong! Because without the assurance of mankind's future comes total hopelessness. Respectable, normal people turn to crime and punishment.
Oh my god, I'm the damn gimp.
Without women, men start doing gay shit like professional wrestling and shopping cart races. Anyway, back to Brad. One day, while doing drugs, he finds a baby that happens to be the last female.
Oh no! What the heck? What the heck?
Brad decides to raise her in secret, as a way to atone for something. But he finds it difficult to raise a girl in a single-parent household, and as a drug addict. But, with the help of his close friends and willpower, he powers through it. Many strands of hair later, Brad relapses and has a prophetic encounter with Terry Hintz, who's under attack. We save him from the jaws of cheese legs by taming the beast and showing mercy. No, actually, we kill her. This is but a taste of the combat in this game. One tutorial later, and in true RPG fashion, Brad returns to his village destroyed and daughter missing. Her name's Buddy, by the way. Brad embarks on his journey with Terry Hintz by his side to save his daughter before it's too late. From here on, you'll see the harshness of Olith.
Oh!
What?
Oh! Oh no!
And combat will be a common occurrence. Combat is both party and turn-based, with certain characters using dial-up combos. Combat is bonkers. My theory is because Olith is located in the Dragon Ball Z universe. Brad, for instance, can shoot a Kamehameha with the right combo, and other characters can shoot beams from their fingertips. You can even meet Hercule Satan. Throughout The Painful, you'll go from a loner to a band of 4 dudes, until you face a very threatening enemy that can permakill a party member mid-combat. You can even try to beat the game solo, which can be difficult with the many status effects you could suffer or prosper by. Status effects are caused from special moves, special items, talking shit, being depressed, and getting bit by a snake. Withdrawal is also a status effect that serves to harshly debuff you and the boys who are addicted. Addicted to what? Joy, of course! Joy is used to feel nothing at all and to make me incredibly happy to see my crew doing Iron Man numbers in combat. Don't worry about the side effects too much. Gee, I wonder who's supplying this stuff. Oh, you're just giving it away? I thought it would have cost me an arm and a leg. All of this is something you'll need to take into account when dealing with bosses. Because even the funnier ones aren't messing around.
Who next?
Some bosses can be spotted a mile away.
Absolute best ever has been. Is a totally real. You would, wouldn't you, Corey?
Boo!
While some pop out of fucking nowhere. And sometimes you'll meet someone who's a little weird.
Oh, hi there.
But ultimately harmless.
My name's Charmander.
Only to come back to a monster that kind of resembles a human in his place. It's all fun and games until someone gets their neck snapped. When you're not getting your ass kicked or kicking ass, you'll be exploring Olaf and its saner inhabitants. By walking, climbing, and most importantly, riding. The game has 3 major areas with numerous branching paths, leading to small towns, optional bosses, areas that may not serve a purpose, Planet Fitness, dojos, druggy sex dens, normal sex dens, whackdonalds, and hell. Sometimes you can find a sea chart and set sail for the One Piece. While there, you may run into people who could join you on your journey. Some you need to do a fetch quest for, while others you have to beat into breedability. Some join you for no reason at all. Others can be coerced with alcohol or holding something they love hostage. While some you have to pay for, with the only currency that matters in the post-apocalypse, porno mags. This world is filled with perverts. Also, be careful when you're camping out in the wild, because sometimes your party member will be taken and can lose their life in a hostage situation if you decide to end your getting abducted subscription. It's pretty optimal to have one Joe character, one support, and one that uses TP in a party. But honestly, anything is optimal. Just have fun with it.
Because of a white dude named Pistol Pete Maravich. That is he went to LSU and led the country in scoring, a white dude. But Pistol Pete knew how to fucking dribble jack. And Pistol Pete would take you deep. Pistol Pete anybody could cover. The best black dude in the league could cover Pistol Pete. Ended up becoming a fucking loser, but that dude knew how to handle the ball because his father would beat him. His father would make him sleep in the garage in the winter and beat him until he learned how to play basketball because there was no losing in this fucking house. You understand me, Joe Rogan? There's no fucking losers in my fucking house! Sleep in the garage, no dinner!
And don't get too attached. Companions are the more better written characters, outside the people in the main story. You can do anything you want to a party member, so it's a shame when they die for no profit. The best thing to do with your friends is to force them to play Russian roulette. Because if they survive, you will be rewarded with fat stacks and a party member. It's entirely luck-based and high stakes. Of course, if you don't like the result, there's a cliff to your left outside. It's so luck-based that I'm not sure the luck stat actually affects the outcome. For proof of that, here's Ollie, the man with the worst luck in the game, surviving against the last opponent. Honestly, I never intended for him to make it. I thought I was doing him a favor. Oh fuck, he got kidnapped. He's still pretty useful. What the fuck? Oh. At least they'll never take you, Goose. Damn. Damn. The real gamble is not getting depression during your playthrough. News of there being a girl sparks a war in Olaf on who could be the first one to slide into an underage girl's DMs. And if the Discord moderators weren't bad enough, Brad gets stalked throughout the story by people from his past before the Flash. But they don't want to kill him outright. They want to torment him and force him to choose between a person's life or his own arm. Fighting back is pointless. But don't worry, they'll eventually stop because there's nothing left to take. When you lose an arm, Brad's combat changes. He loses the W key. It becomes weaker and more desperate for joy. One harsh example, Buzzo here, gives you a conundrum. Sacrifice 3 current party members' lives, or he's cutting off a nipple. Now this is a real trolley problem. I can't live knowing I got a nipple cut off, but I can't lose my boys. I've invested so much into them. Alternatively, you could just reload a save and stock up your party with people you don't mind letting go. Pink Ranger, kind of an asshole. Jack, only because Percy's already dead. And Fly Minetti, because I think it's funny. And there, you beat the trolley problem. Of course you could just be a sociopath. Works for me. After all those trials and tribulations, you finally reunite with Buddy, and hooray, Brad did it. He saved his daughter. The game and Brad's suffering can end. Wait, why is she running away? I'll let you find out why. It'll take you around 10 hours to finish. My first playthrough was 18 hours somehow. Or you could just watch a Let's Player do it, like a very special needs retard. Now why should you play it? Well, for one, the story is very good. Characters get developed as questlines progress. And the music fucks. People like to mention that it samples Dual In from Shenmue 2, but almost no one tells you that it samples from the fucking Lion King. The best part about the music is how well it works in this universe. The Painful is a very serious and non-repetitive game, but it's also funny as hell. The comedy is black, and it happens consistently, especially after traumatic moments. I like to think it's a nihilistic view on how uncaring the world is, only with less fedoras. Now, this game was never taken as a joke. You can see real love and dedication put into its creation by Dingaling. I mentioned earlier in this review that it was a Kickstarter game, and it's very evident how different the game was supposed to be from its initial announcement. That's usually a sign of how much thought was put into the game's story and world. If you don't believe me, there's even pre-release gameplay footage. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Brad. Just one of a few singles in your area. Does your zip code match up with one of the 5 listed on the advertisement on the right of your screen? If so, click here. Can't wait to meet you. It's me, Brad, again. Didn't get a response. Just click an area code. It's Brad. Just click one of the zip codes. Hi, it's Brad. That is one of the zip codes listed. Thank you. It's Brad again. Just put in your zip code and your favorite credit card number. Oh, have a great time. Thank you.
Hey Brad, this is Angela. Bixby. I just wanted you to know that I'm home alone. The kids are at school. My credit card number. Well, it's I'm a little nervous. It's 5445. Oh, Brad.
Hey, Angie, it's Brad. The credit card number you've listed is invalid.
Sorry, Brad. Let me try this one. Okay, it's gonna be 6-1. Sorry, I'm just a little hot and bothered. It's gonna be.
Hey, it's Brad again. I heard that, Angie. It went through this time. I'll be there to pick you up in just a few days. See you then. Thanks. Goodbye.
Oh!
Hey, Angie, it's Brad again. Seems like there's been a little bit of a mix-up. You'll be betting with Chris instead. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to meeting you. Angie, it's Brad. For compensation, we'll send you a free picture of your favorite internet boy. It's me, Brad. Thank you. Have a great day.
Boy. Am I glad we got what we got? And what we got isn't just some quirky Earthbound-inspired indie RPG that actually is about depression. It's the quirky Earthbound-inspired indie RPG that actually is about depression. In fact, it's inspired quirky Lisa-inspired indie RPGs. A lot of them. Because it has class, unlike a certain furry, queer, Catholic apologist. I'm talking about you, Toby. I'm sick and tired of seeing people use this picture and saying it's Toby Fox. This is what Toby Fox really looks like. This! Toby's not even his real name. He sits on a bad dragon of lies. Ha ha ha. I'm kidding, Undertale. You know I love you. I'm just trying to spark outrage. Many people looking from the outside may think Lisa fans hate Undertale fans. But the fact of the matter is, we just hate MatPat. Fuck you, MatPat. I would have given the Pope Lisa instead, because at least then he would have gotten a boner. With that out of the way, the story to Lisa the Painful is something best experienced blind. And if you survive the ending, and want just a little more, then try out the DLC. Lisa the Joyful starts off immediately after the end of the Painful. You play as Buddy in what's left of the story, trying her best to cope by murdering all the strongest people left in Olith. Combat isn't as complex as it was in the Painful, solely because Buddy only has one combat style. But in this campaign, you aren't penalized for using joy, so start popping that shit. It's fairly short, about 3 to 4 hours, and has an ending that I ain't complaining about. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a couple fan games that hold up on their own. I'm currently playing Lisa the Pointless. I'm not that far into it, so all I can say is, don't underestimate the point move, and don't waste your bottles. I hear Lisa the Hopeful is good too, and plan on playing it after the Pointless. I also saw a trailer for something called Lisa the Reckless. Don't know what that's about, but looks cool. As far as I know, those fan games are free, and they are all canon. In fact, I saw another trailer for Lisa Definitive Edition. After nearly a decade from its release, Lisa is back on shelves, and even for consoles. Dingling partnered up with Serenity Forge, the people behind Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and Cyanide and Happiness, Freak Apocalypse, Episode 1, make people that haven't already bought Lisa pay more for it. While those who already have it get their version updated for free. Apparently they're adding new stuff like campfire events and more quests. It comes out today. That's all for the review. This is Skin saying, play the life-ruining gaming experience, not because you want to, but because you deserve to. Thank you for watching.
I want you to imagine a young woman. Throughout her life, even at young ages, she was assaulted to varying degrees. She grows up having to see people she cares about go through the same. And from time to time, she sees these experiences on the news as well. That woman goes on to carry that pain and resentment that gradually gets stronger with each encounter. So then she signs up for Twitter.